Hey guys! Today we will talk about elasticity. My name is Jerum Avila.
And my name is Demetri Portillo.
My name is Ryan Pontillo.
So, elasticity. So, what is elasticity? In economics, elasticity measures the responsiveness of one economic variable to change in another. So, which is ang elasticity? Amo ini ang mag-changes through mu taas siya or gamay. So, what was you will learn about the elasticity? So first is price elasticity of demand and the price elasticity of supply. So we talk about price elasticity is a ratio between the percentage change in the quantity demand or supplies and the respondent percent change in the price. So when we talk about price elasticity demand, it is the percentage change quantity demand of the goods or services divided by the percentage change the price. So the price elasticity of supply is the percentage change in the quantity supply divided by the percentage change to price. So we can usefully divide elasticity into three broad categories. So first is inelastic, elastic, unitary, inelastic. So when you talk about elastic, this the result will be greater than 1. So kapag more greater than 1 ang mag-result sa pag-solve is which called elastic. We talk about unitary is equal 1. So kapag lumabas sa result is equal 1 is that's called unitary, and the inelastic is less than 1. That's called of inelastic. So this is the formula for how to solve to calculate of price elasticity of demand and price elasticity of supply. So this is a percent change in a quantity is equal to Q2 minus Q1 divide by Q2 plus Q1 divide by 2 times 100. So we talk about Q1, this is the old quantity and minus the new quantity which is a Q1. And also have the percent change in price is equal to P2 minus P1 over P2 plus P1 divided by 2 times 100. So we talk about P1, that's the old price, and the P2, this is a new price. So this is an example of price elasticity of demand. So this is the graph. So for example, percent change quantity is equals to the Q2, which is 3,000 minus, and the Q1 is equals to 2,800 over 3,000 plus 2,800 divided by 2 times 100 is equals to 200 over 3,000 plus 2,800 divided by 2 is equals to 2,900 times 100 is equals to 6.9, and the price will be percent change in the price is equals to 60 minus 70 over 60 plus 70 divided by 2 times 100 is equals to negative 10 over 65 times 100 is equals to negative 15.4, and the price elasticity of demand will be the 6.9 divided by negative 15.4% is equals to 0.45. So 0.45 is the price elasticity of demand. So 0.45 is inelastic. Inelastic ang result na gagawas. So I also have next example, which is the price elasticity of demand is equals to percent change in quantity over percent change in price. So first is the formula of the quantity. Percent change in quantity is equals to Q2 minus Q1 over Q2 plus Q1 divided by 2 times 100. So percent change in price is equals to P2 minus P1 over P2 plus P1 divided by 2 times 100. So let's transpose the value of Q2 and Q2 and Q1. So percent change in quantity is equals to the Q2 will be 1,600 minus the Q1 is 1,800 over 1,600 plus 1,800 divided by 2 is equals to 1,700 times 100. So the result is negative 200 divided by 1,700 times 100 is equals to negative 11.76. And the calculate the price will be the percent change in price is the value of P2 is equals to 130 and the P1 is 120 over 130 plus 120 divided by 2 times 100 is equals to 100 over 125 times 100 is equals to 8.0. And the calculation of percent change in a quantity and percent change in the price is negative 11.76 divided by 8 is equals to 1.47. So the result of this example is called elastic because it's greater than 1. And next is example of calculate price elasticity of supply. So this is example, this is the graph of example of price elasticity of supply. So the formula is same the gyapon ganina, which is percent change in a quantity is equals to Q2 minus Q1 over Q2 plus Q1 divided by 2 times 100. So we will be transpose the Q2 13,000 minus 10,000 over 13,000 plus 10,000 divided by 2 times 100 is equals to 3,000 over 11,500 times 100 is equals to 26.1, and the percent change in price will be 700 minus 650 is equals over 700 plus 650 divided by 2 times 100 is equals to 50 over 675 times 100 is equals to 7.4, and the price elasticity of supply is equals to 26.1 divided by 7.4% is equals to 3.53. So the price elasticity of supply, the result is elastic. And that's all for the calculating of price elasticity of demand and price elasticity of supply.
polar cases of elasticity and constant elasticity. There are two extreme cases elasticity, when elasticity equals zero and when it's infinite. A third case is that constant unitary elasticity. We will describe each case. Infinite elasticity or perfect elasticity refers to the extreme case where either the quantity demand QD or supply QS changes by an infinite amount in response to any change price at all. In both cases, the supply and the demand curve are horizontal, shown in figure 1, while perfectly elastic supply curve are unrealistic goods with readily available inputs and whose production can be easily expanded will feature highly elastic supply curves. Example includes pizza, bread, books, and pencils. Similarly, perfect elastic demand is an extreme example, but example, but luxury goods that take a large share of individuals' income and goods with many substitutes are likely to have highly elastic demand curves. Examples of such goods are Caribbean cruises and sports vehicles. Zero elastic Zero elastic or perfect inelasticity as depicted in figure 2 refers to the extreme case in which a percentage change in price, no matter how large, results in zero change in quantity. Zero change in quantity. While a perfect inelastic supply is an extreme example, goods with limited supply of each inputs are likely to feature highly inelastic supply curves. Example includes diamond rings or housing in prime locations such as apartment facing Central Park in New York City. Similarly, while perfect inelastic demand is an extreme case, necessities with no close substitute are like to have highly inelastic demand curves. This is case of life-saving drugs and gasoline. Constant unitary in either supply or demand curve occurs when a price change of 1% result in a quantity change of 1 quantity change the change of 1% result in a quantity change of 1%. Figure 3 shows a demand with constant unit elasticity. As we move down the demand curve from A to B, the price falls by 35% and quantity demand rises by 33%. As you move from B to C, the price falls by 25% and the quantity demanded rises by 25%. As you move from C to D, the price falls by 16% and the quantity rises by 16%. Notice that in absolute value, the declines in price as you step down the demand the curve are not identical. Instead, the price falls by $3 from A to B, by a smaller amount of $1.50 from B to C, and by a still smaller amount of $0.75 from C to D. So, as a result of demand curve, will constantly unitary elasticity moves from a steeper slope on the left and flatter slope in the right on the right and a curved shape overall. Unlike the demand curve with unitary elasticity, the supply curve with unitary elasticity is represented by a straight line. In moving up the supply curve from left to right, each increases in quantity of 30 from 90 to 120, 150 to 180 is equal in absolute value. However, in percentage value, the steps are decreasing from 33.3% to 25% to 16.7% because the original quantity points in each percentage calculation are getting larger, and the larger which expands the denominator in the elasticity. Consider the price changing, moving up the supply, moving moving up to up the supply curve in figure 4 from points D to E to F and G to G. The supply curve which G each step of $1.50 is the same absolutely value. However, if the price changes are measured in percentage change term, they are also decreasing from 33.3% to 25% to 16.7% because the original price points in each percentage calculation are getting larger and larger in value. Along the constant unitary elasticity supply curve, the percentage quantity increase on the horizontal axis exactly match the percentage price increase on the vertical axis. So this supply curve has a constant unitary elasticity at all. So, okay, infinite or perfect elasticity refers to the extreme case where either the quantity demanded or supplied changes by infinite amount in response to any change in price at all. Zero elasticity refers to the extreme case in which a percentage change in the price, no matter large, result in zero change in quantity. Constant unitary elasticity in either a supply-demand or curve refers to a situation where a price change of 1% result in a quantity change of 1%.
Elasticity in areas other than price. Income elasticity of demand. The income elasticity of demand is the percentage change in quantity demand divided by the percentage change in income. If the change in quantity demand is taas and the percent change in income is taas, ang tawag saan normal good. If the percent change in quantity demand is low and the percent change in income is high, ang tawag saan inferior good. For example, suppose that when people income increases by 20%, they buy 10% less fast food. In situation, what type of good would fast food be? Sure. Percent change in quantity demand is 10. The percent change income is 20. Negative 10% divided by 20 is negative 0.5, and that's good. That's called interior good. Suppose next example. Suppose we that when people income increases by 5% in country, the demand for healthcare increased by 10%. What kind of good do people consider healthcare normal or inferior? The percent change quantity demand is 10 and the percent change income is 5 and 10 divide 10% divide 5% is 2 and that's called normal good. Cross price elastic of demand. The cross price elasticity of demand puts some meat of the bones of these ideas. The term cross price refers to the idea that the price of one good is affecting the quantity demanded of the different good. Is specifically, the cross price elastic of demand is the percentage change in the quantity of good A is the demanded as a result of percentage change in the price good B. Formula: cross price elasticity demanded. Percent change in quantity demand of good A. Percent change in price of good B. Example: the price of Coca-Cola increases from $1.99 to $2.49 per 2 bottle. This causes demand for Pepsi to increase from 500 to 1,000 bottles. Calculate the cross price elastic of demand. Percent change quantity demand is 1,000 minus 500 divide by 500. Change percent change price is 2.49 minus 1.99 divided by 1.99. 1,000 minus 500 equals 500 divided by 500 equals 1. 2.49 minus 1.99 divided by 1.99 is 0.25 equals 1 divided by 0.5 is 4. The 4 is called inelastic.